Okay, there we go. Yeah, Woody, no problem, already solved. So, that's gonna be... No, wait, I need to move it a little bit. There's an ad right here, which is not allowing me to scroll it properly. Okay, now you probably should be able to... My mouse is so annoying. Yeah, like this. Yeah, if we're talking about solos, let's put it straight away. The priest we put down. The priest we put down. So, S tier. Let's all agree. Let's all agree. I think nobody is gonna be against the fact. That Cryomancer deserves to be there. Right? This is, yeah, now we're discussing the solos. I think nobody will be against the fact that Cryomancer needs to be there. Can I add one more tier here somehow? See less after patch? Yeah, for sure. Guys, it's not a nerf. Think about it this way. The Cryo had 200 mana. Now he has 100 mana. His ability cost 20. The curse. Well, no, the cost was 40. Now it's 20. So double down the size of mana, double down the size of cast cost. Damage, in the meanwhile, was increased. Where is nerf? It's not the nerf. Yeah, I think I need... It was 260 mana and now it's 100. Well, still, instead of like 6.5 courses, you can put 5 of them, but it's not a big deal. You can add another tier with the gear icon on the right. Oh, okay. Triple S with I don't know, something like this. I'll draw about. Oh, wait a moment. That's how it works. Red. And then this one. Something like this? Yeah, okay. Cryomancer goes up there. The no shred frost armor hurt them a lot though. Yeah, the thing is, don't forget guys, that the amount of mana that the Cryomancer gets from killing the monsters stayed the same. So getting back the energy is 2 times easier now. Because there's less mana that you need to get back. So we're talking about solos right now. Let's go. The next one is fighter. Yeah, that's what I'm talking. That's a buff. That's not a nerf. That's a buff. So we have next fighter. I can create a poll. Let's take into account the good setup. So, let's not think about the set, like the full purple 4-set combo fighter. Let's say somewhere in between, like half green is blue, half of the gear is blue, and half of the gear is purple. Let's say the guy has purple heirlooms, and the fighter has, let's say, one more purple. For example, like let's say the chest, and the rest of the gear is blue. I would say A is a pretty good spot. Especially with the dual wielding fighter. Because if you build the heirlooms properly, you can get like 12 to 15 health on kill, health on hit, which in combination with the ability is pretty good. They're mixing a lot of information. Cry will still be good, but not as broken. To be fair, your reaction of mana gain hurt them more than when they hit. Real? Why? We're mixing a lot of crap stuff. Yeah, I think it still will be good. Well, the Cryomancer is still gonna be strong, because the main problem was there with the fact that Curse plus Flask not allow you to move, even without the Thunder... how's it called? Without the Thunder stuff. And now the Flask is gonna be 6 seconds, making it even easier to kite. And they're super strong in melee, so... They're still super strong in melee. I still think the Cryo is gonna be like triple S, even after the today's patch. Even after the today's patch, they're gonna be pretty strong. Not as strong as in melee anymore. Why? Why do you think so? Did I miss some rework? No shred? They will be less strong made, because Chorus will work now, because no shred. The shred made them super strong in this gun. Ah, you mean the frost resistance reduction on the curse? Yeah, but it wasn't that big. It was like 20%, something like that. Well, you're just gonna take more time to kill the guy, still. The problem there was the guy applies curse on you and hits twice with the sword, you're dead. And the main damage there is shadow because of the intelligence sword. Base is like 30. Okay. Well, still think it's gonna be pretty strong. You don't realize? Yeah, I know how it works. Like one thing multiplied by another thing, and there's a lot of damage, but trust me guys, I think it's still gonna be strong there. It will be not a S tier anymore. Yeah, but we didn't play that patch yet. We're discussing the previous one more or less. Cryo main spotted, but I'm playing on a Swordmaster. For sure will be strong, but not as much. Well, we are discussing the situation up until now. The maintenance is like 1 hour more, somewhere there. I would, if we talk about the moment up until now and looking into the changes that are there, I would still put it up there. Because I think Cryomancer, like in solos, is super strong. Same as in duos, probably, as well. You're right, I'm not. Okay, next we have Rogue. Solos. If I think about Rogue in solos... B or A? B or A, chat? Take into account like purple slash blue gear. Purple slash blue gear against the other place. Without legendary fucking crossbow that allows you to recharge on the run. Without legendary crossbow. Yeah, geared rogue is ass. But like, I mean like purple slash blue gear. Somewhere in between. Where the most player base is playing, actually. Somewhere there. I would say B is pretty fair. Like, if you catch the proper moment, you can kill any class there. But you need that moment. It's not like the Cryomancer that finds someone and kills him straight away. B, most mid-geared rogues are just loot food. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Unless they have like 100 plus dexterity and like a good crossbow setup and everything, they are just food. The only thing they can do is run, and not always they can escape. Pyromancer. Same as fighter. Purple gear. Probably hitting around those 350 with the Fire Blasts. I would say it would be pretty fair to put him here. I would say it would be pretty fair to put him there. Seems like a legit A. Same as the fighter. It's not like the full potential yet that you can get out of the class. But already at this state it can deal with problems pretty easy. Like you still need that mana on hit and everything. But with the blue gear you can properly set it up. Actually guys, why am I putting the Cryomancer in triple S tier right now? I'm gonna show you. You remember what I said about the... So we're discussing now purple/blue gear. Purple/blue gear. I'm gonna open in browser the page. This is my setup for yesterday when I was running in the evening on the Cryomancer. Why I'm ranking it triple S tier? This is what you can see now on the screen. This is 4 sets. This is 4 sets at the same time. And it works. This is Tiny Torment plus Fairy, I think 3, plus Alchemist and Dragon Scale. I had 4 sets with blue/purple gear. And I was just rolling. I had no problem with anyone. Life on hit with that? Yeah, like 6 or something. I had 100 critical rate. I had 6 life on hit. I had no problem. I see the guy, I apply the curse on him, Tiny Torment procs, the Alchemist procs with the Fire Flask. The guy is dead. I don't need to do anything more. He's gonna die just from 1 curse. So yeah, that's why the Cryomancer is there. Okay, let's continue. And take into account that set is like super cheap. I spent, I don't know, maybe 40k to get that. 40, maybe 50. That was it. Because the rings are like 8k per thing. Chest, like, same, like 9. Stuff like that. And I just took a necklace from the backpack because I had it, so... pretty easy to get. And in case you don't have the purple necklace, you can just craft the heirloom one. Not a big deal. So, DK. The situation that was up until today. DK with situation that was up until today. And the recent buff. The recent buff from today that they placed there with the 25% slow while the Q is active. I would put it here. I would say it's pretty fair. It's not as strong as Cryomancer yet, because you still need gear. Like the blue/purple Death Knight is not there yet when it comes to survivability and damage dealing, but still can deal with pretty much everyone if played properly. So I would say S tier, yeah. The damage reduction passive that they introduced on Monday was super strong. I felt that the exact next raid straight after the patch was released, it took me much more time to get rid of the Death Knight. Like, I'm losing half health on my Swordmaster. Like, what is that? Is there anything else to say about the decay? I think now they're gonna get even higher. Probably it can move after the recent patch even up here. Even up there. But for now, I would leave it in S. For now, I would leave it in S tier. The Q is strong. Now, doesn't matter which one you take. I would actually recommend to take the toggleable one. Because you just switch it for the moment the guy attacks you, and then you turn it off. And you just rotate it all the time. And you save energy at the same time as dealing damage and reduce the damage that you take. So yeah. Swordmaster. Above Death Knight but not as good as a Cryomancer. Playing Swordmaster myself, I think I know better than anyone, but that if you meet the Cryomancer in an open field, you're dead. There's nothing you can do. But you can easily deal with everyone who's below. Like the Pyro, the Fighter, maybe only the super high life on hit builds are problem, but the rest is like pretty easy. Priest is not a problem, like in general. Inventory swords are making it A for me. Priest is so boring that no one wants to play it. This is set unless they implement ranked matchmaking with Amamar. Bronx, there is no incentive to play Priest. Maybe, I don't know. So yeah. And we have Druid. Christ tier, same tier as Rogue. You will see it in games. You think so? Down here? Wouldn't say that. But we'll see. Druid. Druid, guys. Any Druid players in chat? Any Druid players in chat? Who played the Druid over the last 3 days? Any Druid players? Any opinion? Druid A? S? Seems like we have 2 opinions. S? B? I would say A plus, defend better than Pyro. A? Between S and A. Especially still exists. I wanna cry. Why? You still can't kill fighters. Is this for solo? Yeah, this is for solos at the moment. We're discussing the solos right now. Nervon is good and was rough, and the Wallhack are a lot worse. Tuna was good as a cat. S. Trent Thunder Flask is still a thing. Now Pons deals more damage too. Yeah, but you can block the trend. If like the problem here, not a lot of players know about the fact that you can block the tree. Not a lot of players know that you can block the tree. Oh shit, what did I just do? I want to make the music a little less loud. Some druids were calling on a buff. Are they crazy? They already got a damage buff. Oh, come on. Tinton Bar, thank you for the follow. Oh. So, between Fighter and the Pyromancer, will everyone agree on that? I would say that's pretty somewhere there. Because it's much easier to kill than a Fighter. Not as easy as Pyromancer, because it can run away. But it's super weak in the kitty form. Definitely better than a Fighter, I think. I wouldn't say so. Maybe only in terms of mobility. I think maybe only in terms of mobility. On still get out of jail free card. Yeah, but it depends on the field. Like you can catch the druid in a closed area where he can't jump out, and that's it. Nifty, thank you for the follow as well, here. I mean, I play Swordmaster, what I can say. Yeah, from my perspective, Cat is somewhere like on the... Maybe on the same level as Fighter. I'm not sure where to put it, like who is better. Like, if I would say, like I'm playing mainly Swordmaster, and I played Cryomancer a little bit. I would say that for both of those classes, Druid is a food. Druid is a food. But if we compare a Fighter with the Druid, probably Fighter is never catching a Druid. But the Druid is never killing a Fighter either. Because the Fighter can just toggle the Q and deal with the tree and he's gonna be full again. I'd say they're pretty much on the same level, but let's put Druid a little bit higher because of the survivability. Yeah? Sounds fair? You know what I can do? Move it a little bit like this. Yeah, I think that's better. Longsword, now you can counter prepare your Swordmaster Blade and make him for 350 48 seconds with the resists. After dispatch, Swordmaster is definitely an A, not an S. Well, you still need to block that sword on time, and if you make a mistake, you're receiving damage. The Rise of Decay, yeah, for sure. That's for sure. And this Great Priest needs to be a Z tier. We can change it to an F tier. Or a rework tier. Something like that. I think it would be fair towards the priest. Okay, this is the tier list for solo at the moment. Like, when we now saw the patch notes, we're not sure how it's gonna be in the game, but about like judging from the previous feelings that we had about the classes over the last 3 days from the previous patch note, I'd say this one is pretty fair, at least so far, up until today. Up until today, and just after having a look at the patch notes, not actually trying them. Rogue with new ability. Yeah, but that's not about... The new ability is not about the solos. The new ability is about the groups, and we're gonna get there. I have no clue what to do versus rogues and solo. They kite me as hell through the whole map. Wired crossbow, when I reach them, they see me and run away. Just block. Block the petrify. Seems to work usually. And whenever he's shooting, just keep jumping, so you get it into the block. Is this tier list your thoughts post-patch? I would say, Haruzo, it's somewhere like my feelings over the last 3 days since the last patch note, and after having a look. I can't judge the changes of the patch before trying them. Hey there, just came. Patch notes are in Discord, Mike. Patch notes are in Discord. Patch notes tab. You can find it like on the top. I'm not even a fighter main, just think the class sucks. Okay, should we get to the... How do I remove it? Let's put it like this now. And let's... oh, I can press reset. Yeah. I can press reset. Maybe need to give him another shot. He's hurt to the cryo because one of the shields get ball debuffs. Also, curse removed and can be debuffed for 2 seconds. Yeah, well, after 2 seconds you're getting another debuff and you're dead. The problem of the priest versus cryomancer, you don't have DPS to pierce through the health on hit builds. Okay. Now, let's discuss duo setups. In duos. Guys, what do you think? Should we discuss duos separately from trios or together? I think that those are pretty different aspects. So I would say duos and trios need to be separate. New Ice Turn could be good in duos, trios, yeah. Different. Yeah, I also think so. Fighter. Let's start with a fighter. Duos, trios. I would say Q is cool, the spinning one. But taking into account that everybody knows how to block it, and you need a specific build to pierce through the block with the Q. I would say in terms of usability in duos slash no, just duos. I would say in duos, fighter is somewhere here. Controversial? No, he's S. Do you agree with me? Duo, I'd say B. What about Battle Cry? But there's more than spin to win. Yeah, no. I would say D. More like B. Or S. C. Yeah, maybe. Maybe better. Yeah, okay. Let's put C. Fire needs Priest. It's just like an open beta. Yeah. No, that's duos. That's duos. Hi, Adlet Mayor. That's already duos. The solo tier list was like few minutes ago. You can just go back into recording if you want. It's already there. This is duos. Yeah. This is duos. I'd say. Let me say before throwing something into me. Let me say, I'm treating it in terms of like, okay, how usable are abilities of a fighter in duos. Okay, he can charge in and sit on someone, pressing him, and he can give movement speed for your whole team with but how is it called? Rally or with Inspire? With Inspire for 2 seconds. I still would put it in C. I would still put it in C. Because pretty weak. Like, duos is something between 2 fights one-on-one and battle fighting. But in terms of like, okay, can fighter press 2 players at the same time? No. In duos, can fighter press 1 player to let his friend, teammate, press another one? Maybe, but still weak, I would say. Still weak. I would still keep it in C tier. Priest. Tier list for solo, duos, or TS. This is already duos, Marco. This is already duos. Disabling friendly fire with 27 will on fighter makes cool synergy in duos. I mean, you may burst someone with your teammate concerning them and not bother about a Swordmaster Swords or Decay Hour, just random swings. Ali 3N 9249. Hi there, thank you for the follow. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I still think the fighter in duos is pretty weak. I still think fighter in duos is pretty weak. Priest, though. I played Priest plus Swordmaster duo beforehand. I played Priest plus Swordmaster. I'd say, depending on who's with the Priest. If it's, let's say, fighter or a rogue or probably maybe a pyromancer, so another class that can be burst like, okay, rogue, druid, and pyromancer. With those 3, I'd say it would be in C tier. But if we take into account, for example, Cryomancers is not a best thing as well. But let's say Decay, Swordmaster, and yeah, maybe Cryomancer actually as well. Cryomancer is tanky by himself, and if there's 2 of them, I would put in B tier. Not to put it too high, but the Priest in duos is pretty strong. The problem here is that not a lot of players play the Priest, so they don't know what they're capable of. But the Q ability with the field healing, you can scale it up to like 250 heal/damage to another players, and you just run around and spam that thing under your companion while he's dealing damage to the enemies, and that's really strong. That's really strong. Probably Decay Priest or Decay Swordmaster is the strongest duo possible, like in general. Swordmaster is strong by himself, and with that one, maybe not as strong as a Cryomancer and Cryomancer like duo, but still. Okay, duos, rogues. Duo rogues. What's this different from 1v1, 2v2, 3v3? It's me, Paolo. Thank you for the follow. S. Rogues. Wouldn't put it in S tier, but maybe A. Yeah, with the new skill, let's put it this way. With the new skill, it's a solid A. With the new skill with invisibility for the another player, that's a solid A. That's a solid A, that's for sure. That's the new skill? Yeah. It casts the invisibility on you and your teammates for 15 seconds. Petrify for 1v2. Yeah, the potential is crazy, but if the players stay next to each other, you can just break down the Petrify for your companion, so it's not a big deal. The invisibility still as bad as the open beta? I think the Rogue's invisibility works differently. Druids can't see the invisibility in the Panther form if you're talking about that one. No, they can't. And also the Rogue's invisibility is not disabled by the zone. So taking into account the new ability, also why I would rank pretty high the Rogue and Duos, because everybody knows the perfect strategy for making money as a rogue, called the vacuum cleaner. You toggle the challenger mode and you go into trios with the duos trios groups, and you just vacuum everything that is left after people fighting. Easy money. Saw like 20 people like that already. So yeah, I would say Rogue is pretty high. Rogue's pretty high. Rogue can give invisibility to teammate, but not petrify. No, both. That's the new E ability. That's the new E ability. So now they have instant invisibility for 6 seconds. They have group invisibility for 15 seconds, and they have vanish that is like only on yourself, that is 30 seconds. Self-applied to teammate with perks, poison, maybe better. Oh yeah, we're not sure about that, by the way. That's true. Well, I don't think it works this way. But who knows? Who knows? Yeah, that's a good thing, but I don't think it works this way. I don't think it works this way. Team Vanish? Yeah. The Rogue now has Team Vanish. Today. It was added today. Team Vanish there. It seems nice, I need to check the... Yeah, the only thing, you can't hide the cat into invisibility. So the Panther will stay outside the invisibility. But the rest, yeah. The teammate one sounds pretty cool for Rogue, for company. But we can't speculate that easy. We should take your command. There Rogue into the called strategy. What do you mean which attack? Like which Q? Petrify. Of course Petrify. You will need to get away from people. Team Vanish for Rogues? No, yeah. By the way, patch is on? Oh, already? Amazing. Let me download it. Pyromancers in duos. Pretty solid damage. If there's somebody to tank in front. Problem here though, that you deal damage to your teammate. A below Rogue? A below Rogue? Something like that? I would say it would be pretty fair. Can you chase Rogues playing Swordmaster, or Rogues are still faster? Well, it depends on how much agility I have. Following is always easier, like you need less movement speed to follow the guy. Struggles versus all best classes right now? Yeah. You know what? I would even put it down this way. Just because I want in S tier only one class. I want to have only 1 or 2 classes in S tier. So let's put it this way. 430 on my Swordmaster. Can catch every rogue. I don't know what Pyrus you guys have. Ran to rank Pyrus this high. Pyro can't offer much, but Pyro deal a lot of damage. That's the thing. Pyro deals a lot of damage in duos. Decay. I would say with the new Decay, especially with today's patch, all the way up there. E ability is super strong. E ability is super strong. Because you can just pull away the guy and kill him with 2 of you, so it will be 2v1. I already saw some strategies. Pretty cool ones. I already saw some strategies where the DK is pulling the guy out of the room. DK is pulling the guy out of the room, and the other player just throws the stone flask. Kill a Visto DDV, hi there. Thank you for the follow. Grab 1 stone flask. Yeah, that's 2v1. And it gets in 2v1. I got in. I know. I launched the game as well. I'd say same goes for Cryomancer. Pretty strong in duos. Pretty strong in duos. I'd say pretty strong in duos. Especially taking into account the fact that it's slow. Shield ability is super strong. I don't know how the energy management is going at the moment. But I'd say my stash value only 40k. Too bad. Brokey. So still not as good as a DK because of the pull ability. I think like for duos the pull is the strongest thing. Like there's nothing better than that. For the team fights there's nothing better than that. You just pull the guy away and you kill him together without the other guy. Super easy. Cryo as well. Shield, super strong. You can apply it on your friend. The friend just goes in. Something like that. And the Q, like the new Q with the storm, strong. The target Q with the curse, strong. So yeah. Swordmaster. I guess A again. It's neither good or bad in duos. Good with priest, good with cryomancer, good with decay. Nothing outstanding, just a good class. You need swords, same as in solos. So yeah. Your sword is damaging the teammates, damaging the others. I'd say, yeah, somewhere in A. There's not much to say about Swordmaster. It's just it's strong with 1v1. Is it solos or duos or trios tier? That's duos tier list. We had solos tier list already, and that's duos. And I don't play much trios, so I think we'll skip that one and just go into the game. But yeah, I'd say Swordmaster is somewhere here. New Druid. I think, like, I played yesterday. I tried playing yesterday Rogue plus Druid in Castle. That was pretty fun. But we were just waiting for the moment when we could join the fight. I think Druid is still strong because of the wall hack. Can't see on the map anymore, but well, just track it with your own camera. I don't know. Any duo Druid players in chat, how would you rank it? So we're up in Brazil, bro. Yeah, I know, Cobalt. I launched it in background already. Top 20 is Druid. And how would you rank it? B? I'll rank it high A. B. Any more? I'd say it's not as strong even as Rogue. Well, maybe strong? I don't know. Like, the new Rogue ability actually brings him super high. But I would put it like this. I would put it like that. For the duos. For the duos, I would put it like this. Why is Fighter so bad? In duos, no benefits for the team. That's the thing. And we're also discussing like not the full set setup like ready-made, but blue/purple gear. Blue/purple. On your DM? Discord? Don't think so. Okay. Yeah. Do you agree, guys? Tier list like this for duos? Min rank 3 of Druid, all prior to dispatch, and we went like 42. Yeah, I was running Cryo plus Swordmaster, same thing. Lobby wiping. So, I don't know. Probably that's the way it is right now. Druid is good for collecting information, and 2/3s are pretty strong, but there are stronger abilities at the moment. Especially the Team Vanish from the Rogue. I'd say that's a pretty fair duos tier list. Long story short, I don't want to pause here. Shit articles and etc. Average data per hour. Oh, okay. Yeah. So yeah, let's keep it this way. I think that's pretty fair. Nothing can be moved. Yeah. If both trees hit, you have 450, 500 shield. Yeah, but if the other players know that they need to block the tree hit, you will have 0 shield. Like when the tree is hitting the block, you're not receiving shield, so that's the big deal. Okay.